The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Hola everyone, welcome to Open Friday, the one and only talk show bringing the best of the Bronx, New York, and the world straight to you. I'm Rina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche. For the next hour, let's take a look at today's show. First up, it's summer and we have some fun-filled things for you to do in the Open Weekend Preview. Then we celebrate awareness and health with the upcoming LGBTQ Pride and Health Fair. And cook your with the asterisk off finalist, Chef Megan Hulo, stops by to show us how to make a delicious and healthy summer treat. Bobby C keeps us up to date with the latest in sports news. And we close the show with the wonderful sound of New York singer Brendan Apollo. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All this y mucho más is coming your way because now we are officially open. Hello and welcome to Open. I'm Rina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour. You know, we're always inviting you to get social with us online. Tweet us at Open BronxNet Television, and while you're there, don't forget to follow me on FB and Twitter at Rina Valentin. And now, well, it's just time to share those summer fun events, things to do that is in today's Open Weekend Preview. First up, the Dinosaur Safari. Mysteries revealed on this fun and educational excursion. Yes, learn about the different species of dinosaurs with more than 30 life-sized animatronic dinosaurs through the 2-acre safari that both kids and adults, or adult kids, are sure to enjoy. That's happening today from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Bronx Zoo. And for more information, you can call 718-367-1010 or go to bronxzoo.com or nycparks.org. Next, celebrate Pride Month with the LGBTQ Pride and Health Fair. In this event, 5 awards will be presented to outstanding members of the community. And then, well, you can dance to the vibrant sounds of DJs, and they'll have some performing artists. And while you're there, you can learn about different ways you can stay healthy in the Bronx. That is taking place Saturday, July 19th from 12 to 6 p.m. at the Amphitheater in Crotona Park, located just south of Indian Lake in the park. And for tickets, you can go to eventbrite.com. And for information, visit facebook.com/2014 Bronx LGBTQ Pride and Health Fair. Finally, our more adventurous natives, that is, Bronx natives in the house, join a Rocking the Boat Seeger Fest celebration, celebrating the lives and legacies of Pete and Toshi Seeger. Folk, reggae, and hip-hop artists will headline the South Bronx Seeger Fest, a community festival on the banks of the Bronx River, hosted by Rocking the Boats, Roots Revelators, Abrazos Orchestra, the Chapin Sisters, the Owens Brothers, Rappers Delight, and surprise guests from Summer Stage and Lincoln Center out of doors. So that's happening all afternoon, and there'll be food, boat rides, and music will be in abundance. And guess what? It is all free. Happening Saturday, July 19th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Hunts Point Riverside Park, located on Lafayette Avenue between Edgewater Road and the Bronx River. And for more information, you can visit rockingtheboat.org. And that is what we have for you to get out and enjoy this fabulous weekend. Oh, I'm stumbling over my words today. It's fabulous, fabulous. Summer's here, people. And, well, we're going to turn it over to have a nice little chat with our resident DJ, Vince Bracey, who's in the house. And let's see what we got going on over there.
Rena, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm stumbling over my words today.
Hey.
Did you see that?
I mean, I didn't notice it. So
Well, I don't know why I'm even mentioning it.
Really
It's just like, oh, some simple words. It's not like there was a tongue twister or anything.
It's no big
However,
deal.
I'm very happy to, just be here today on a beautiful sunny day. I just, the sun makes me so happy. Mm-hmm. And the summer makes me happy. When it's not humid, that is.
Definitely not.
And the fact that we are able to share all these wonderful events for people to get out and enjoy. I know you usually recommend another free event. Do you have something lined up
I actually
to share with people?
I have a couple events.
You do? Awesome. Let's
for
talk
people
about
today. So my first event is for everybody out there. Is the 800 Fathers First Annual Family Day event. So that's a big event that's going on. It's their first event by 800 Fathers. Basically just supporting children and getting them out there with their dads to have a bunch of fun.
That.
So you
Where
can
is
go
that?
to, it's going to be located on Evander Child's campus, which is 800 Gun Hill Road. This is going on Saturday, the 19th from 12 to 6. It's going to be free admission, obviously, free popcorn, free cotton candy, free food, and free music and entertainment.
I love that. I love daddy and kid events. It's
great stuff.
Yes, because, it's kind of like, all right, give the mommies a break.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
So that's one thing for all you people. A huge family event. Go check it out. Another thing for all my Colombian friends out there is going to be a celebration.
Even though they didn't win the FIFA, it's all good. We love Colombia.
There's going to be a huge celebration going on for Colombia Independence Day. It's going to be taking place in Queens. You can find out at www.ctmd.org. It's going to be a lot of the same thing, music, wonderful Colombian music, a lot of fun and dancing and great stuff.
Awesome.
Happy Independence Day.
Nice. Happy Independence Day, Colombia.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you, Vince.
No problem.
I love it. I love this extra stuff that we're coming up with. And the idea is that, we offer you all these options of things to make sure you get out and enjoy.
Definitely. And I hope you guys are taking advantage of all this stuff that we're giving you guys. So definitely do that.
Absolutely. Especially when it's free.
Oh,
Love that word. It's my favorite word. DJ Vince Bracey in the house. Woo! All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, Peter Frank joins us on the open stage. All that and more when we return.
Barry, time is running out. According to my calculations, 1 in 5 kids in America struggles with hunger. How can so many children face hunger when there's more than enough food to feed them all? You're right, Barry. We can help solve hunger by teaming up with Feeding America to get food to hungry kids in communities across the country.
Help Flint and the Feeding America network of food banks get food to the people who need it in your community. Find your local Feeding America food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Together, we're Feeding America.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I love being in classrooms like this one and learning new things. But I'm a Brooklyn girl, and I know school can be hard. It's demanding, and we kids have many distractions, lots of other things we could be doing. Sometimes even your friends may tell you that school isn't cool, that it isn't the place to be. Don't listen to them. There's nothing more important than education. It's the key to everything else. It helps us understand our world and be better people, better friends, and better citizens. So stay in school, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough or smart enough. Be a star, shine brighter than anyone else, and you'll make the grade.
This has been a public service announcement of the Make the Grade Foundation. Go to makethegrade.org to learn more.
And welcome back to Open. And, well, the Bronx is actually home to a plethora of different personalities and lifestyles. And our first guests come with an agenda to celebrate pride and healthy living in the Bronx. Please welcome to the show Peter Frank of the LGBTQ Health and Pride Fair, and Tim Moss, former president of the founder of the Bronx LGBTQ Center. Welcome to the show. I know.
Thank you, Rena. Yeah. I know it's like LMNOP something else.
Good, thank you. You just saved me. You just helped me understand why I'm like, it's just not flowing, but it's got a nice flow to it. Well, welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
For being here.
Thank you, Rena.
The LGBTQ Center. Let's just start with the actual organization itself, because there was a lot of issues that occurred, and I understand this is a new organization, so I wonder if, Tim, you would like to open up with just sharing exactly how the organization is new and has founded all these new services, and just give us a little history of just the cleanup that happened.
Okay, well, the previous center, about 2 years ago, I believe, 2 years ago, had a scandal and lost everything. They lost the space, they lost funding, government, private funding, everything. So we were started off, a group of us had got together and decided that we would start a new organization, which we did. And we have nothing to do or any affiliation with the old center. So we just started from scratch, kind of in a hole almost, and in the shadow of this scandal from the previous center.
Okay, so what's good is that now we're here and we're sharing with the viewers that it's under an entirely different organization. And on top of that, there are new services offered. Now, you're no longer the president.
Correct.
However, you're on the board as well. So, you're on the board now. And if you could just share with everyone, you're also the chair of the committee of tomorrow's event. But let's just talk a little bit about the new services that are being offered.
Sure. We have free legal services that are every Tuesday. They're from 6 to 8 at Union Community Health Center, which is on East 188th Street. And we have some services for youth that are every Friday afternoon. And later this year, we hope to have some peer support groups starting up.
Okay, so why was it so important to revive this community center?
Well, the LGBTQ community in the Bronx needs a home. They need a place to go where they can feel safe and be themselves. So it's really important to have that.
Yeah, no, it's true. And so you have this fabulous event going on tomorrow where there's going to be fun activities as well as some health consciousness awareness. And you're also going to be awarding some famous LGBTQ personalities here in the Bronx. Now, the actual Pride is celebrated in the Bronx in July, right?
Correct.
And okay, so just because we as a New Yorker, we're kind of used to, June is Pride Month, so now you guys are like spreading it out, talk to me a little bit about that.
Actually, June is New York City Pride Month for Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens, and then in July we have Bronx and also Staten Island, which I hosted last weekend, the Staten Island Pride.
Nice.
So it's kind of like, what do you always say?
It's the North and South Pride of New York City, or maybe the top and bottom of New York City Pride. So.
I love it. Boom. But of course, darling, So all right, so I understand that you had to, you didn't run for re-election because of health issues, right?
Yeah.
And so your health issues, how did that impact this new health fair that is being presented tomorrow? I don't know. Who wants to answer that, Tim?
Well, I had left again, and my health is improving, and everything is coming along, which I appreciate your commenting on.
Well,
but as far as the health fair, we did that last year as well.
Oh, good.
So this is kind of a repeat.
All right, and so tell me a little bit about the details.
It's an expansion a little bit this year. So we have some more health organizations coming. We'll be doing HIV and STD testing, of course, but also some other health screenings, blood pressure, glucose, and dental screenings as well. And it's all free, open to the public. So come and get your health checked out and get some information on how to stay healthy and see where your health is at.
But it's also going to be a party too, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, of course. It's the LGBTQ community. Of course it's a party.
You got to have a little fun thrown in there.
At the amphitheater at Crotona Park on Indian Lake, then there is a a festival, singing, lots of music. Actually, I will be there in the capacity of an entertainer, and I'm also going to be presenting an award to my dear friend Apollonia Cruz. I love her.
We all love her. Apollonia Cruz, she is like super popular here in the Bronx. So
Definitely.
Congratulations,
She is
Apollonia
the mother
Cruz.
of the Bronx LGBTQ community.
Yes.
Nice.
But it's also, it's going to be hosted by...
Diva Jackie Dupree.
Yes.
Tyra Allure Ross and Lady Clover Honey.
Wow.
Which are all very fabulous. They're incredible.
Okay,
Incredible.
so just because what happens right away is like I go into this visual of like bright costumes and all this glamour. Is that what it's going to be like tomorrow at this health fair?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We have some fabulous entertainers. We have everything from opera to hip hop and everything in between. So it's going to be a really fun event. It's going to be meaningful with the awards. We have some fantastic speakers coming in to talk about Pride and the history of Pride and issues in the LGBTQ community. It's going to be really great.
Name some of them.
And there are also usually some politicians as well.
Right. So we are headlining our event is actually Lori Michaels, who is very well known in the lesbian scene. She's a lesbian singer. Lavari and Amadis, who's a salsa performer. We have who else do we have?
Sundari?
No, she's not coming
sorry.
this year.
I don't have the list.
There's a whole range of entertainers. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. There are actually about 30 entertainers and speakers, so it's hard to...
30
entertainers and speakers.
Wow,
It's a
this is a really
6-hour
big
program.
event.
Yes,
right.
it is.
Absolutely.
Nice. All right, so this is 6 hours of like just randomly going around and sitting at the amphitheater or not sitting. Just give me an idea of like, because it's at Crotona Park. So I'm going, okay, well, they're going to have the kiosk with the health information, and then you're going to have entertainers. So it's like a big party on a Saturday afternoon.
Basically.
Well, there are many tables that are set up from different organizations, so you can spend your time going from table to table and seeing what they're offering, or you can just have a seat at the amphitheater and watch some fabulous entertainment.
Oh, goodness. And you're one of them, right?
Hello.
Tim is going to be performing.
It sounds like a fabulous afternoon. If you could just share the rest of the details, such as time and exact location,
Go ahead.
that we can make sure that whoever's watching gets to you guys.
It's tomorrow, Saturday, July 19th, 12 to 6 p.m. at the amphitheater in Crotona Park, which is just south of Indian Lake. So we hope everyone will come out and enjoy the day with us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, if anybody's seeking the LGBTQ community center, what's the address to that?
We don't have a physical space yet, but you
Right.
can find us online, BronxLGBTQcenter.org. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram. We're all over the place online.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
Just be sure to come to Crotona Park tomorrow, 12 to 6 p.m. Fun times.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for
Great.
being here.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, Rena, we so appreciate this. So good to see
Absolutely.
you.
Likewise,
Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you. Have a great time tomorrow.
Thanks.
Sounds like a fabulous party.
it will be.
All right, once again, the LGBTQ Pride and Health Fair is happening July 19th from 12 to 6 p.m. at the amphitheater in Crotona Park. And for more information, you can visit lgbtqcenter.org. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, Megan Hulo shows us how to prepare a delicious, healthy meal on our own. Stay tuned.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's gonna happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
You got to learn your body, pace yourself, and have fun. So let's go have fun. Let's go do it. The big thing about shoulders, your shoulders is a 3-tier muscle. You have your front delts, you have your rear delts, and you have your mid delts. So when you're working out your shoulders properly, you have to do 3 different exercises.
It's wonderful being able to compete with a lot of these young guys from all over the world. It's important to stay in shape.
Hello and welcome back to Open. Megan Hulo has created a name for herself in the culinary community, creating healthy, nutritious food that's so good you forget you're eating healthy food. As she likes to say, I make real food for real people. Yeah, we love that. So here to demonstrate a quick, healthy summer dish, we welcome Cook Your A** off finalist, Chef Megan Hulo.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's so great to be here.
Thank you for being here with us. And so, as you know, we had to do the asterisk. I think they get the point, though.
I understand. I think everybody knows where that was going.
And so it's a bright, sunny Friday morning, and what I'm looking at right now is a bright, sunny dish. And I figured, it's very green, and I know that your actual style is primarily plant-based. So just share a little bit about your style of cooking and recipes.
Yeah. So, I'm a very, very strong believer in the benefits of a mostly plant-based diet. So pretty much everything that I make is really heavy on fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, things of that nature. I do have some clients that I might every once in a while make some seafood for, but for the most part, everything that I make is pretty much vegan.
Vegan, nice. Yeah. Okay, now what actually geared you in that direction? Because I read some things about, yes, we all know you are what you eat, but I don't know if people understand what that really means.
Yeah, so very long story short,
right?
I had cancer when I was younger and went through about 1.5 years of chemotherapy. And after going through that, it really kind of taught me that concept of we are what we eat. So for years afterwards, I kind of experimented with a lot of different diets and different fitness regimens. And finally, in my mid-20s, I kind of stumbled upon vegetarianism and eventually realized that this is, for me, really the healthiest type of lifestyle that I can lead. And I stopped with any kind of weight struggles that I had, and I had skin issues that cleared up. I went from running 3 miles to I ran my first half marathon a couple of years ago. So it's really been very, very life-changing for me. So I really want to kind of get out there and share it with anyone that I can.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing what you're going to make us, because I'm actually training to run the marathon.
Oh, are you really? That's awesome.
I know. Every
Good
time
for
I think
you.
about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm actually training to run the marathon. And so
awesome.
What's interesting now is that there's this big belief system of you got to eat carbs, you got to eat carbs,
right.
you got to eat carbs. However, these are good carbs.
Right, exactly. These are the best kind of carbs you can have. Lots of fresh fruit, lots of vegetables. They're loaded in, healthy, complex carbohydrates. So, it's really, really a good juice for you on, a regular basis is a, really good thing to add to your training program.
So is that what we're doing today? We're making a juice?
So today we're making, a lot of people often say to me, I don't want a green juice that's just filled with kale and stuff. I don't like the flavor of it because, of course, a lot of people think healthy food and they're like, it doesn't have much flavor or whatever. So this is something that I usually make for someone who's just getting into juicing. So the base of it is zucchini, which is a really nice kind of mild, nutty flavor. Green apple, it has a low sugar content and it has a nice tart flavor, so it really kind of balances the juice out. Some yellow bell pepper to give it a little bit of a kick, and some parsley to get some some roughage in there. You get your calcium. Parsley is really high in nutrients, and some fresh lemon juice as well, because I put lemon juice in everything. It's kind of like a, cure-all for everything.
Lemon juice is a cure-all for everything. It's amazing what lemon does, right?
I know. Yeah. I mean, it's great for your skin. It's great for your digestive system. Good for colds. It's loaded in vitamin C. I have a glass of warm water with the juice of half a lemon every morning, like first thing when I get up. It's an Ayurvedic practice. It's just something I've been doing for years.
And you know what? I just started it.
Did you really?
Yes, and
yes.
you can totally feel the difference.
Right.
You can totally feel the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Just instead of starting my morning with coffee, I'm actually doing. I made a ginseng tea, right?
Oh,
ginseng
good for you.
tea,
Yeah.
and then I
That's
throw the
awesome.
lemon in there.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely. I don't know. It adds like energy.
Yeah, it gives you that nice little kick in the morning and kind of like, starts your digestive system going. It's very cleansing and detoxifying. It's great to have first thing in the morning when you first wake up.
What I think is really cool is that, it's the summertime, and in all honesty, I don't think people really like to be behind the stove. I mean, at least I don't. So the fact that we're doing something on the go here, right? Because we're juicing. So basically you're getting all your nutrients, but, you're drinking it instead of eating it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and this is the equivalent of probably like 3 or 4, really big salads, and you're getting all of those nutrients in. This recipe will make probably about like 2 16-ounce servings, but I mean, you're getting all of that roughage into, a really nice, refreshing glass of juice.
Okay.
So I'll get started.
All right.
So this is a little loud, so hopefully it won't be too bad.
All right, Lucy, we'll work it
There
out.
we go.
We'll work it out. I'm Puerto Rican. We talk through walls.
Let's see.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
It's not too bad.
So, I mean, the good thing about juicing is, this is an at-home juicer that I use.
Right.
But, I mean, you can also, if you don't have a juicer, you can very easily do it at home with a blender and just chop all this stuff up into, like, smaller pieces, add a little water, and then, just run it through your blender, and then you can put it through a sieve right at the end and get the juice that way as well. So, I mean, it's really, anyone can really do this at home, and, as you can see, all of these fruits and vegetables are really things that you can get at your corner store, at any market in the area.
How do you know how to combine it? Because you see, when it comes to juicing, it's like not only do you need the nutrients, you need the flavor.
Right, exactly.
There's
That's
certain
very
fruits
true.
that sweeten it up, right?
Yeah.
So how do you know what fruits to mix with what greens?
Yeah. So I mean, I always use green apple. It has a low sugar content as opposed to using other juices that are really high in sugar. I'm just going to reach across you here. I'm sorry, and pour this into here. I have some of the lemon juice already in here in the bottom.
Okay, so you squeeze the lemon juice in
there
before you pour the juice.
because you don't want to run the lemons through the juicer, only because you don't really get all of the juice out that you can. But I mean, making juice is really all about balance. So you want to balance the savory, the green with something sweet. So green apples are a really good addition to any kind of juice that you're making. I also use pear sometimes. You can do something with pineapple. Pineapple is great. And then you really want to make sure that there's a good balance between the savory and the sweet. There we go. You gotta put some muscle into it,
I see. So this is great. So if anybody's watching, they can actually write down the ingredients that we're looking at right now, right? Which you already mentioned. We're using zucchini and
green
apple, we're using yellow bell pepper and green apples, which she's a huge advocate of.
Yes. I love green apple in
Yeah,
juice.
she loves green apples and parsley for the roughage, right?
Yeah.
And then also the flavor, because parsley is going to give it a
Yeah.
flavor. And lemon. Actually, you should put lemon in everything. As
Right,
far as
I
I'm
put lemon in
concerned.
everything.
And I can't wait to taste this on my
Yeah, it'll
Friday
be nice
morning.
and fresh.
All right.
This is one of my favorite recipes, but again, you can really juice pretty much anything.
I'm going to help you out here.
Thank you.
They're over there wrapping us up, and I want to make sure that we taste this and
All
we
right,
do a little
yeah.
toast.
We got
to
enough
the
parsley
green
in there. We don't have
life
to do the rest of it.
and the healthy life of being on the go, but making sure you take in your nutrients.
Yes. Very
Thank
good.
you for
All
being
right.
here with us.
Thank you for having me. I'll give this a little stir.
Okay. Oh,
We're really
dripping.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about
That's
that.
all good.
Here you
It
go.
happens.
Ladies first.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, you also do private cooking for people.
Yeah, my business is Downtown Epicure, cheers.
Right.
And I offer private chef catering, custom cleanse programs, and consulting to clients throughout the New York metro area. So I'll come into people's homes and cook for them. I'll come in if somebody's looking to, transfer to a plant-based diet, kind of help them and coach them through that as well. That's kind of like the consulting service.
Right.
I'm actually heading out to Long Island in a couple of hours to put on a catering event for over 250 families, so I'm a little nervous about that one. But yeah, I do a lot of different things, but it's all around this plant-based, healthy food.
I love it, and you carry the whole holistic energy too.
Thank
Salud.
you. Cheers.
Thank you. Salud. It's good.
It's fresh, right?
It's really good, and you shouldn't be deceived by the fact that it's green.
That it's green.
Because that's what happens. People say it's green, it's like, but the green apple actually sweetened it up.
Yeah, it balances all out. The zucchini's nice and mild, so it's not really overpowered by a real heavy green flavor. But it's a really good beginner juice for people.
And it's great for, people on the go like myself.
Right.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
Once again, for more on Megan Hullo, you can visit her website by going to downtownepicure.com. We do have to take a quick break, but let's see what's coming up next. Next week in Rena Gets Lean. And then when we return, Sports Roundup with Bobby C is next. Stay tuned. I gotta go over the tree. Okay?
I got the shot.
Got it?
Yes, I do. What the hell?
Did it!
Yo!
Prepárate, it's the Hunger Games BX style at Van Cortlandt Trails. In the next episode of Rena Gets Lean.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, singing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
So you heard of the Chewbacca fish?
Yeah. Chupa who?
Well, you heard of the Chewbacca fish, haven't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And just so the people at home know, describe it real quick for us.
Describe what?
A fish that flies out of the water almost like a rocket. It goes like 12 feet in the air. And then what happens is it comes back down before it hits the water. It flies into people's neck and starts biting you in the neck and in the face.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If it's out there, I'm going to catch it on camera because I've been out here with my camera for years.
You know how the Chewbacca fish works? What happens is it shoots it like rockets out of the water 5 feet in the air, and then as it jumps, and then what happens 5 feet in the air, comes down, right before it hits the water, it does a one of these moves and flies into your neck and starts biting you and stuff.
Nah, they don't have the fish like that out here, do they?
Yeah, it's the Chewbacca fish. That's what
they have it out here in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then what happens is right before it comes and hits the water.
Yeah, he tried to hit somebody.
Exactly.
Llegaron los caballos. ¡Huépame! Mira, yo te vi con ese teléfono. ¡Suelta el teléfono!
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork, loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kid.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, singing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Brush, 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 brush. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. You can have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Tooth jobs are almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I love being in classrooms like this one and learning new things. But I'm a Brooklyn girl, and I know school can be hard. It's demanding, and we kids have many distractions, lots of other things we could be doing. Sometimes even your friends may tell you that school isn't cool, that it isn't the place to be. Don't listen to them. There's nothing more important than education. It's the key to everything else. It helps us understand our world and be better people, better friends, and better citizens. So stay in school, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough or smart enough. Be a star, shine brighter than anyone else, and you'll make the grade.
This has been a public service announcement of the Make the Grade Foundation. Go to makethegrade.org to learn more.
We're here on Ryder Avenue in the Bronx for the launch of a new interweb mall called Knick-Knack. Let's check it out. Knick-Knack is an online store where you can buy digital artwork and music made in the Scenic Incubator in the Bronx. Philip M. Shearer tells us a little bit more about what they do here.
Scenic is the digital workflow company. We've done a lot of e-commerce work for our clients over the past 12 years, and Knick-Knack is our own e-commerce site. There have been issues with technology companies coming into urban environments, not necessarily working with the local community. We think that the Bronx is a place where this can be done differently. Everybody who has a stake in either media and the image of the Bronx or technology to come together and figure out a way to employ digital technology to affect urban transformation.
This group of talented professionals hope to get the youth involved in this project by offering music and media classes in the near future.
We built this recording studio from scratch, so everything you see, the paint, the movable wall that's right here, the floors, we did everything. We rehearse here and we record here as well.
Joe Carano of the Knowledge House started the Bronx Digital Meetup, where media professionals can set up meetings for networking with others in their industry.
We provide a collaborative space for people to come together and work on projects, and those projects are usually digital or web development based, creating mobile applications, or even people who are interested. We're running workshops, for example, on WordPress. People who want to build websites can learn, for free, come out and just check out how to actually start something really quickly and easily.
The Ramirez brothers from the Bronx Beer Hall came to support this new Bronx local business and brought 168 servings of beer to share with the people who came out to this event.
Mainland Media, as a company, from thebronx.com and the Bronx Beer Hall, are big supporters of our community and of the Bronx itself. And we came out here to support Knick-Knack because we're supporting local business. And we come out to any event or any venue where we know where we can support a business that is contributing to our borough.
We like to support young, up-and-coming talent, across the board. So whether it's from business to the arts, we're there. As long as they're representing the Bronx, that's what we're about.
Rishad, the chairman of the Humanities Department in Hostos Community College, hopes to partner with the Scenic Incubator and offer workshops and learning experiences to Hostos digital media students.
What we'd like to do is have our alumni come back, start companies here, first mentoring these students and eventually hiring them.
This meetup was not just for media and technology professionals. Scenic and Bronx Digital Meetup is open to everyone who wants to learn more about this growing industry.
It definitely keeps me informed on where technology is heading and how someone like myself, who isn't involved in the technology field, can become aware of that. Awareness is very important, especially since in my day-to-day life, I'm not really sure what's going on in the technology sector, especially in the Bronx. So this, to me, this event is absolutely invaluable, and I'm really excited to be here.
With digital media and technology on the rise, Knick-Knack and others hope to provide a platform where the Bronx community can become a part of a growing network. For BronxNet, this is Isa Marie Rivera.
It's awesome. It's not something that gets old. To be recognized, what you've done for the first half of the season is always special. This game is extremely hard. Although some guys make it look easy every now and then.
Your All-Star experience and what it's been like to be here in Minnesota.
It's it's been fun. It's overwhelming. There's a lot going on. It's pretty nonstop, but at the same time, it's a really unique experience. Something you can't really describe to anyone unless they've lived through it. It's pretty cool.
Each time was different for me. The first time, Yankee Stadium, meeting all the people, the honorary captains, Joe DiMaggio and Willie Mays, and, just playing alongside some of the best in the game. And people just appreciate, you feel the appreciation and the love for playing this game the right way, playing it hard, and excelling.
I had a blast. Never thought I'd be here. Really enjoyed the experience, and maybe one day I'll get to sneak through the back door one of these things again.
It was just fun, enjoying to talk to some of these guys. For me, I was honored. I'm honored to be here, and I'm gonna continue to work hard. Hopefully, participate in others. I know it's a very hard thing to do, especially as a middle relief guy. But I'll continue to work hard and get better. But I definitely enjoy this experience.
Our BronxNet cameras made the trip to Minnesota earlier this week for the Midsummer Classic. You just took a look at our look at the All-Star festivities. The American League captured the victory in a 5-3 win. Plenty of storylines in this one. 22-year-old LA Angels star Mike Trout took home MVP honors, collecting a triple and a double, including a three-bagger that sent leadoff man Derek Jeter home with the game's first run. Hometown closer Glenn Perkins electrified the crowd with a 1-2-3 ninth inning, earning the save while working to Twins battery mate Kurt Suzuki. A rainy Monday night that ended triumphantly for Yoenis Cespedes in the home run derby, the second consecutive year that the Oakland A's slugger has taken home the hardware in the long ball spectacle, set the stage for the main course and the better of the two nights at Target Field. With the rain out of the forecast, the All-Stars paid tribute to Jeter by stepping away and allowing him to have his moment during his first at-bat. He received a big hand from every All-Star and a standing O from the crowd, who, no matter their allegiance, paid respect to number 2 for his contributions to the game. Jeter played in his 14th and final All-Star game and rose to the occasion, collecting 2 hits in the victory, even if the first one may have been a gift from St. Louis ace and National League starter Adam Wainwright. Here's more on Derek Jeter and his final All-Star appearance. How do you expect baseball tonight to honor Derek Jeter? I'm sure that'll be a big thing that's on everybody's mind.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect, but I would expect it to be pretty outstanding. They do a really good job of taking care of guys that have done that. He's a player that's done more than most anybody else in their life will ever do as far as baseball is concerned.
I don't know. I know it's going to be cool. That's definitely the reason why I was most excited for this All-Star game, just to see what was going to go on with Jeter. I know he's got a ton of stuff going on, so I've definitely given him his space. And I know everybody always wants a piece of his time, and I get that. But he's awesome, so I'm excited to see what's going to go on tonight.
But for 2 decades in the toughest city to play in the world, he's done extremely well and been representative of what this game is all about.
We all grew up watching G. I mean, you're talking about the face of MLB, and it was great, man, to see that.
Every time standing ovation, he got 2 hits. For himself, I bet he couldn't ask for a better All-Star game.
To ever get 2 hits in an All-Star game.
It was pretty cool. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I've been close to a lot of guys. So you mentioned Soriano, Robbie. There's a lot of players that I've gotten close to over the course of my career.
Jeter's presence boosted ratings for the All-Star game, but didn't make a fan of Washington Nationals star Anthony Rendon, or at least, so to speak. Rendon, an All-Star snub that should have been included in Minneapolis, said this week that baseball is too long and boring and that he didn't watch the game on television when he's not playing. Rendon is leading the Nats with a .287 average, 13 homers, and 53 RBIs. The All-Star break has come and gone. Now the teams can focus on the postseason and perhaps one more shot at getting better with the trade deadline looming in 2 weeks. Yankees general manager Brian Cashman said the Pinstripers' top priority remains pitching. The Bronx Bombers start a 10-game homestand tonight at the big ballpark in the Bronx. The Yanks welcome Cincinnati for 3 games, then Texas for 4, and then Toronto for 3 before capping July on the road in Texas. Across town, the Mets could be players at the deadline too, but early reports say that they may be dealers instead. Pitcher Bartolo Colon appears to be on the block. The Mets finished the first half at 45-50, not too far off the Yankees' mark of 47-47. Both teams may need a second-half miracle to make a playoff push. The Amazons open the second half of the season tonight in San Diego. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. LeBron James shocked the basketball world last week by returning home to Cleveland. King James inked a 2-year deal and should finish his career in a Cavs uniform. The team's #1 draft pick, Andrew Wiggins, may not be joining James in his homecoming reunion, although Cleveland was first reluctant to include the Kansas star in a trade. Reports now indicate that they would be willing to part with the up-and-coming star for forward Kevin Love. A new Harris poll says James is the most popular athlete in America. #2 on that list? #2 himself, the captain, Derek Jeter. Staying with basketball headlines, Brooklyn native Lance Stevenson is bound for Charlotte and the renamed Hornets, where the tenacious guard will team with fellow New York City native and Bronx boy Kimball Walker on a squad that made the postseason this year. Sir Lancelot signed a free agent deal this week, opting to pass on a longer contract from Indiana to sign with the Bobcat-turned-Hornets. Stinging realization from Knicks guard J.R. Smith. Smith said he would not blame Phil Jackson for trading him this offseason, a year after winning the sixth man. Like the Knicks this past season, Smith underachieved. In other orange and blue news, Knicks star Carmelo Anthony does indeed return, signing the max contract. Melo said he wants to bring that elusive title home. The Knicks organization is hoping that new associate head coach Kurt Rambis, a former Lakers standout as a player and then a well-received coach under Jackson in the City of Angels, can steer first-year head coach Derek Fisher in the right direction. Rambis was added by Jackson to the bench, where he will look to guide Fisher and the Knicks this upcoming season. And speaking of the Lakers, the team has made a couple of moves recently. First, acquiring Jeremy Lin, and most recently adding Carlos Boozer off the waiver wire yesterday. That move came Thursday. Meanwhile, Luol Deng is the replacement for LeBron in Miami, if there is such a thing. On the links, 2-time major champion Rory McIlroy got off to another hot start at the Open Championship in England. He took advantage of prime scoring conditions to shoot a 6-under 66 Thursday for the first round lead. Tiger Woods shot a 69 and said he would improve. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for an all-star salute to the captain. I have to hand it to the marketing gurus at Jordan Brand and Nike for their perfect salute and tribute to Derek Jeter. Before I go any further, take a look at this.
Now batting for the Yankees, #2, Derek Jeter, #2.
That was just a glimpse of a great advertisement. Jeter's farewell tour continues. This stop, of course, the final in All-Star lore. There have been so many moments of All-Star glory for Jeets. I finally recall that All-Star MVP in 2000 in Atlanta, which was later followed by that MVP in the World Series. Even in the years when Jeter didn't get the starting nod, like 1999 when Nomar earned the honor in Boston, there was always recognition for Jeter, who somehow would get snubbed for things like the regular season MVP or in polls where some felt he may be overrated, making comments about his inside-out line drive singles the other way. But what everyone failed to realize about Jeter is he always seizes the moment. All-Star games, World Series, you name it, he's done it. It is no surprise to me that he's 13 for 27 in All-Star games, a robust .481 batting average. He even managed to become the oldest player with multiple hits in an All-Star game Tuesday night. In other words, Jeter has stood the test of All-Star time, a consistent star of excellence who always managed to pay respect to the game with every tip of the cap. To me, it's no surprise that everyone from Spike Lee to even the Mets to all the fans in Minneapolis couldn't help but do the same for a once-in-a-lifetime player. The quintessential All-Star, Derek Jeter. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. Stay with us. More Open coming right back after this.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork, loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
The tri-state area is home to an amalgamation of different artists with different styles. Our next guest is no different, a talented virtuoso who transcends the label of a normal pop artist, a rising star in the New York scene. Here to perform his new single, Through the Night, is Brendan Apollo.
A dream that I would be a star, and in this dream I would fall down from on high, and everybody stopped to make a wish on me as I shine brightly through the night. I never dreamed that I would be the fool, I'll be the one who's consumed in lonely pride. When darkness falls and it's all that I can see, I shine brightly through the night, through the night, through the night, through the night. I shine brightly through the night. I'm looking out into the universe. The sun goes down, leaving diamonds in the sky. I couldn't sleep, so I light a little flame and shine brightly through the night. Don't let anybody snuff out all your joy. Let it shine, let it bring you to the light. Illuminate the dark with everything you have and shine brightly through the night, through the night, through the night, through the night. Yeah, I shine brightly through the night, shine through the night, shine through the night, shine through the night. Oh, shine through the night. Shine through the night. The night. Yeah.
Woo, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we are fabulous.
You look great.
Thank you. So do you. You know, I want to share with everyone your story of inspiration. I mean, really quickly, because we're going to run out of time, but I think your story is so important. And he just recently signed a multi-million-dollar record deal. But, you know, you come from Illinois, you came to New York, and just share the rest of the story, because I just want people to leave here inspired.
It's kind of a common story for, you know, major label artists, but I'm an indie artist. So I came here, I moved here with, you know, a little bit of money and a microphone. And I went through a little, you know, bout of homelessness, and eventually got a multi-million-dollar record deal. And now I can produce and direct my own videos. So that's where I'm at.
And your most recent one was done in Nigeria. You flew all the way to Nigeria to produce a video.
Yeah. Well, we also donated to an orphanage there. So we came with a big check, and it was an emotional experience because the kids were just so precious. But, you know, it was heartbreaking, quite frankly. It was tough. It was transformative, for sure. And I take more back from that than I do even from the music video that I shot there.
Right.
But yeah, the music video is called Apollo Rising, so.
And we can find it on YouTube, right?
You can find it on, I heard you guys have it.
Yeah, we have it. We do have it. And I just want to make sure that they know where to find you. And they're wrapping me up. We are running out of time.
Facebook.com/Brendan Apollo, BRENDAN Apollo, with only one P and two L's. Twitter, all my social media, same, Brendan Apollo.
And thank you for coming and sharing your voice live on stage with us today. Yes. Nice energy. Woo! Great show today. Woo! Well, that is the end of our show, people. For more information on Brendan Apollo, you can visit his website, brendanapollo.com. And we've reached the finale. Sorry, people. I hate when that happens. Thanks to all our guests for coming through. Come here. And to you, our viewers, for tuning in. Be sure to check out the Recablecast tonight and throughout the weekend. He locked my earring in. Oh, I'm so feeling that. And on BronxNet, it's 24 hours a day at BronxNet.org. Once again, I'm Rina Valentin. And from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Mwah. Adios. And you know what? We're going to leave you with Brendan Apollo's music video for Apollo Rising. Yeah. Mwah. Enjoy, everybody.
You good?